Alright, welcome back to Cool's Collectibles. Today we have a video of actual collectibles for once. I wanted to do this for a while now, I just never really got the chance. So here we go. First up, I like doing 1/64 scale little model stuff. I like building actual models with the glue and plastic trees and stuff. Ooh. This is built by Matchbox. I bought just about all these here at a flea market. So I bought this one, 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 and this one. Anyway, this is the Load Lifter 2000. I did go a little bit paint overkill on this. I don't really like the wheels. They don't look old enough for me. I like old stuff, especially old style stuff. Cab looks kind of funky looking. I don't know. They had a green one there, and I'll explain why in a second why I should have got the green one. I did not think the green looked very junkyardy. It was like a dark, cartoonish green. I probably should have got though, because I don't know if it was like this whenever I bought it or not, but that is not supposed to move. I might try and weld by taking a piece of model tree and melting it or gluing it in there so it has something to bend back onto so it's not as weak. But it couldn't even pick up cars even whenever it was fine. Cause look, whoop, just flips. For just race cars I got there, I mostly wanted them for parts. Best part of all is these nets for like derbies and stuff like that, derby trucks, which I actually have here. I had this one for a few years now. I just built it a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. It's a 75 C10 Chevy, which means it's a half-ton two-wheel drive. It's a step side, obviously, short bed. I did a lot of work to this, including drill, plier, bench grinder, lots of glue, lots of paint. Anyway, I had 2 smokestacks on here, but the one fell off after moving around too much. These tires are flat. If you want to know how to do that, you take a lighter. I might do a video on this actually someday. You press it against an edge, like I did the edge of a table. Oop, it's not glued down. Make the tires flat, and this one accidentally, I did something wrong, and it looks like a blown out tire, but exploding in midair, I guess. Anyway, I drilled the rivets out, and whenever I tried putting the body back on, I realized I had dented this in too much and it wouldn't fit on the frame. Lots of plier work later. I accidentally found out I snapped off the bedside and fender, and it's not connected to the tailgate piece anymore. I took the lighter and I actually melted the edge of this rear bumper. Now it looked like they're all bent. And I also snapped off the tow hitch. I put some dents in the grill with heat. I also smashed in the front side of the bumper right there. This is from an old necklace I found. And I painted this part of the chain. But not the front one, because I already had the front one glued on and it was drying, and I didn't want to take it off since I already had it in perfect position. I actually bought 5 race cars. One of them's not here. I drilled it apart for parts, and that's the netting from the driver's side window of a race car. For some reason, I felt like painting the steering wheel and seats blue as well, and also drilled a couple holes in the seats for good measure. I took a drill and kind of like ripped up that front fender and the rear fender a lot. I also cut the frame some. I might have already said that. Really proud of that one. I like it. Also does not roll anymore. Next up, this is supposed to be a well, actually it was made in 1987. It's by Matchbox. It's a GMC wrecker, 80s style. And what I wish I would pay attention to is this is a 1/72nd scale instead of 1/64. It might not be too big a difference. Here's a forklift. Oh. It's 0.12 of a scale smaller than 1/64. So, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I want to build a 1/64 scale junkyard diorama. I did make a wood scene diorama, which I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. This is a Frank's Getty 24-hour telling. For some reason, the camera does not focus. I don't like how glass is yellow, and I also can't see inside. This chrome push bumper has got to be painted black. But I was just so excited because I wanted a tow truck in the worst way and couldn't find one. I just bought it out of because I really wanted a tow truck. Next up, I just want to show you this. I made this. It is a 76 GMC Sierra Classic 15 Desert Fox. I cracked the windshield. Nice is this comes apart with screws instead of rivets, so I didn't have to drill anything. For some reason, I felt like painting the leaf springs, drive shafts, and differentials. I've also flattened these tires. These feel like actually, I think they are real rubber. I don't really like how I painted the bed, inside the bed. I wanted to drill out the fenders, but I didn't want to go overkill like I did on the Derby truck, because that wasn't even supposed to be a Derby truck at first, but I went too far with all the details, and so I said, hey, Derby truck, yeah. Openable hood, which I also bent, and I painted the inside, the engine bay. I snapped off one of the spotlights in the roll bar, and I also accidentally cracked the roll bar in 2 places. So I put a little bit of silver paint there, looked like welds. I accidentally took off the rear bumper. Well, I had this part dented in, so I decided I'd just glue it back on sideways. I used a wire brush and scraped all the paint up. And I also, I did smash the roof in a little bit. I'm not sure how well you can tell. I should have done more to interior, and I also didn't realize that whenever I put back together a steering wheel is where your stomach would be if you were sitting in that seat. I also painted this grill. Brush guard. It's pretty cool. It's probably gonna go in the junkyard scene. If this will ever go together. There we go. Simple. Just want to show this off real quick. 50th anniversary. I really like Richard Petty racing memorabilia. This is signed by Richard Petty. Authentic. Just want to share it real quick. This is the first 1/64 scale thing I've ever done. This is a brand new, I took it out of the box, 52 Chevy or GMC, Chevy pickup, and it was kind of lowered and had really stupid wheels, and cab and bed is one piece, and I did not like the way it looks. So I went bananas, smashing up in the gravel and grinding away at it and denting with a hammer and pliers and all that stuff. And then decided it was a fire truck. Not a fire truck, it caught on fire. So I took a blowtorch to it. That's real, like, smoke residue or something. I can't touch it or else it comes off. The grill accidentally melted with it. I kind of wanted some of the grill left because it was chrome, and a dented looking grill would be nice. But by the time I looked at the grill, after I was finished burning it, it was gone. I also accidentally melted the roof to the cab, which is bad because you can see shiny stuff in there, and you never see shiny stuff on a junkyard truck very much, especially a burnt truck. Next up, this is from 1977. It's a Hot Wheels. I suspect it was originally a police car. Somebody had slapped blue house paint all over it, and until yesterday, this was completely blue except for a windshield. And I put in some paint thinner. I took it off, and I did some research, and you can still see a little bit of a star and a line. Well, I can, maybe you can't. Star and a line. And this was, at first I thought, like I said, I thought it was a police car, which they made the exact same body, but they also made something called, like, Star Taxi, and I can see in the glare, it's used to say Star Taxi, and I can see remnants of a star. I highly doubt you can. So I'm kind of confused as to where it's like a police car / taxi. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody could tell that to me in the comments down below. I like how it looks like a paint teen on an old truck because it's wearing off on the hood, roof, and trunk, and the tops of doors, tops of fenders. It also reeks of paint thinner. I did not drill it apart in any way. And I like how headliners sagging down. That's how old headliners go. That's pretty cool. Also, this wheel was locked up and tucked up in here. And after I took it out of the paint thinner, surprise, surprise, it rolls! I'm not sure why it unfroze. Might have been painted to the body or something. Next up, this is actually a very old Matchbox car. Series number 27, Mercedes 230 SL, made in England by Lesney. Has 2 opening doors, and they say whenever you're looking for a 1/64 scale car to make into just crash cars and all that stuff, you want to look for opening doors, hoods, trunks, and lids and stuff. Not sure why I said the lids. Used to have a tow hitch on it, and it's actually, the car itself is from 1966. I've already said that. Sorry. And you don't see too many of these like average versions. You see like the sportier versions with different wheels, but that's about the only difference. Next up is I think I might have just bent the glove. Oh, yeah. Not supposed to do that. Opening hood. Mustang convertible. It says 1983, but according to the wheels, I'd say it's a lot newer than that. I think it's like a reboot one. Because I took older Hot Wheels. Starting around, I think, like 2000 something. And just made newer versions of it with different paint jobs and different wheels. And updated stuff about it. Next up is from 1982. It's by Hot Wheels. I guess I should have been saying what it's all by. Racing Champions, Matchbox, 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 Hot Wheels, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, Hot Wheels. Oh, M2. I think Racing Champions. So it's actually labeled as an 80s Corvette. I think you can see that. Yeah, right there you can see it. I did not do anything to this car. It has an opening hood. Rear axle's bent. Stripes are mostly going on it. Anybody could tell me why that's supposed to be in the trunk back there? I think it looks like maybe a chest or something? I'm not sure. Really appreciate it if somebody could tell me. I can't even find an exact one like this with the stripes and that color blue online. Next up, this is by Matchbox. I got this years ago because I was obsessed with junkyards, especially junkyard toys. And I still am. I go to junkyards whenever I can. There's this little opening door in the back. This truck came with it, which I'll show you. Looks like it has like a 2000s Jeep Cherokee grill for some reason. It's always kind of hard putting it back together. It's supposed to be portable, which it is. Portable playset. Yeah, look at that grill. Actually, entire front end looks like it. Jeep Cherokee. Weird tailgate shape. It's by Matchbox and it says Troop Carrier. But that's it. Dated year 2000. I got this in the box a few years ago. I think it was 2015 or 16, maybe. Sadly, time is marching on. Stickers are peeling off some. They're never really on there very well to begin with. But what you would do is, hold on a second, please. There we go. You take this little crane and you take off your junk cars, or you can do an actual full-size Hot Wheels or Matchbox. Also, always wondered why this dog was blue. Just snaps back on right there. Just drive your junk car, and you take your crane and you pick it up by the roof, and it never really held on to it, so oh, maybe it will. Huh. It's the first time it's done that. Well, at least as I can remember. You move this over here, and after you're done doing whatever you're doing with it, you slide it down this ramp, and go into this car crusher, and you take this hidden handle on the side, and you flip it out like this. Yep. I always loved it. Still do. And I always liked this car and truck with it. Well, it has a hard time. There we go. There you go. Matchbox. bought this brand new along with a pickup truck and semi truck. It's a Coca-Cola trailer. It's a pretty old trailer. I flattened tires on it and rusted them up. Not real rust, it's just paint. It does open up, but it didn't come with any crates or anything cool like that. Scraped up with wire brush, like you did with the Desert Fox right there. And here's some Woodland Scenics, not sponsored in any way. Stickers, flammable sticker. Here. It says data and / warning labels and commercial signs. Got your commercial signs down here. You got explosive signs, diesel fuel, government property, gasoline, flammable, radio equipped, all that, TNT, all that good stuff. And here's the first diorama I ever built. This is a Woodland Scenics diorama. It's just a basic diorama. Now, if I had to shoot this video, this is my 3rd time shooting it already today. So, things are moved around a little bit from where we were originally. This is the 2nd model I ever did with 1/64 scale. This is the tarp I made. It had like leaves and stuff on it, but it got shook off. It's all over the floor now from whenever I filmed earlier. This is a tarp, like I said. I put some holes in it. It's just tin foil. I spray painted dark blue. Whenever you put it on, you're gonna make sure it looks all lopsided, like it was just thrown over it real quick. Take off these bushes real quick. It's made by Play Art, which it's hard to find any toys from that company anymore. This car itself was built in 1969. I did not crack the rear windshield. It was like that whenever I got it. I did flatten the tires. Can you tell? There we go. Painted up with some rust on. Most of the paint was missing on it already, so it was just bare metal, and I did not know how to make rust solution yet, so just painted it. Scratched at the windshield some. Still kind of glossy. This still has a little bit of chrome left on it. And, just a guy had it sitting there in bushes. There's tarp string over it. Some bushes growing on it. Oh, fell off. I put some more on. There. Take this GoPro off this tripod again. Coca-Cola. I think it's a 56 Chevy. And that's actual shingles I cut up and put on the side of the truck, and I also have some old lumber in the back with bushes growing through it and leaves on top of the roof and hood. Which if I were to scrape all that leaf stuff off, you would see that the hood is all scraped up and so there's a Coca-Cola logo. Coca-Cola. And right here's the semi-truck with a tree growing through the frame. And I accidentally melted the tire too much, so I just tore it off, put it on the ground. And I have little like bullet holes for a windshield. I just took a screwdriver or knife or something and poked them through. And right here's the Dodge Daytona with a tree growing through a hood, since I drilled a hole through a hood. That's actual rust. I made a rust solution with hydrogen peroxide, apple cider vinegar, and a lot of salt. And I let it sit overnight. And that's what it came out as. And before I used a blowtorch on it. And I accidentally went too far with that and melted the body almost completely. See it there? It's pretty cool in the weeds there. I like that. Probably gotta put one more car right there. Just kind of like a farm scene. I made that dirt road by taking a screwdriver and just scraping that grass stuff on top off. It was just like a mat they glued down on top of the stand. You scrape this stuff off. Feels kind of like sandpaper. Oh well. That is some of my model cars. I have a few more I'd like to make a second video on. And I'll show you some of my bigger models I made. Some of the parts I got for my truck. I'm probably going to do a video on my very unusual pet here. My pet Sudan plated lizard. I named her Chevelle. Obviously, why? Chevelle. She likes strawberries, mealworms, cockroaches, all that stuff. How you doing, girl? Huh? Oh, well, she's not moving around right now. It's pretty fun watching her dig. Well, thanks for watching today's video, Coolest Collectibles. This is my longest video yet. But I probably won't make videos this long next time. I try not to, but I keep just rambling on like I am right now. Got more radio stuff, model stuff, engine stuff, motor stuff, brochure stuff. Which, after I make this, I'm gonna make a video on my brochures. A couple days now, since I ordered some more off of eBay. And, I'm gonna do a truck parts video immediately after I film this. And I'll try and post them both today. Maybe the parts one tomorrow. Either way, I'll try. Thanks for watching today's episode of Coolest Collectibles. I'll see you next time I film. Oh, still on. Thanks, bye.